even if it's after 625 years. I'm gonna show you the proof. In my life, I've heard that both God and the devil's in the details. And here, I found them both. What if I told you that America's most bloodiest and brutal wars was not that of Vietnam nor Iraq? Instead, there were 625 years of hidden massacres and untold stories of indigenous people that were deleted from history across the entire Americas. Welcome. My name is Mr. Elevation, and this is the Indigenous American Ancestry Project, where we cover 625 years of indigenous history. That's North, Central, and South America, including all of the islands. Doing what's never been done before, covering what's never been told before. Columbus landing in 1492. Historical accounts of slave ship revolts, such as the Creole case in 1841. The historic duel between Chief Paugus and John Chamberlain. Stand with me on ancient battlefields. My journey as a historian began by tracing my own family back to the 1400s. For any family, every generation we go back doubles the number of direct ancestors. Mathematically, for someone in 1400, 1,048,576 direct ancestors in total. As a result, I've uncovered tens of thousands of my ancestor stories, and this lit a fire in me to tell the full story for all of our indigenous family. Because literally, if a single one of them doesn't survive, then I don't exist here today to tell the full story myself. And the same is true for you too. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. But also, this is the best way to help new people find us as we continue to share the truth of the indigenous American people in 2025. Thanks and peace.
Yes, sir. Family, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', man? Sheesh, we're in the building with it. I really do hope y'all boys doing good, feeling good, breathing good, smoking good, all that good stuff, man. As always, coming with the good energy, you did. Peace, love, prosperity, and abundance. Only the best vibes in the building. We here, we live. What's up with it? Kogi in the building. OG, triple OG in the building. A1 since day one. What's poppin', man? Yeah, we just getting a little something going. Really, this is I wanted this to start about an hour ago, longer than that, really. So this is technically gonna end up being the test stream. My internet was tripping a little earlier, still tripping right now. Though I'm getting my full bit rate, I'm still got I'm dropping frames. I'm looking at it right now. Why are we dropping frames? I don't know. So still some things we got to work out, but that's just how it goes, man. To see the family in the building. We're gonna be live for a little while, man. I'm not sure how long. At least an hour, I'd say. But it feels good to be back on the scene. It's just so much going on in life. It's like, bruh, where do we find the time? And then on top of that, y'all know what's going on with the motherboard and stuff. So I still got to replace the motherboard. And Threadripper motherboards are expensive right now. I'm probably just gonna end up. Using my. I have this Intel chip that I got. So I'm probably gonna be using that. Unfortunate. Well, I can't say unfortunate. It's a better chip than it's a better CPU than the Threadripper. Yes, sir. Been good, man. I've been all right, man. I really can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Just getting through the challenges, bro. That's pretty much it. You did. For real. I'm not gonna cap. Just rolling with the punches, man. Because life has definitely been throwing them. That's the only reason I haven't been streaming. Like the only reason I haven't been streaming is because the motherboard is busted And when I bought the motherboard, it was like $400, maybe $450. Well, they like double that now. They're literally like 600, 700, 800. One of my homies told me he had to buy his Threadripper motherboard for $1,000. I'm like, that's insane, bro. So thankfully, I do have this Intel chip that I won a couple years back at DreamHack. This is a DreamHack 2023, I think. So I'm just gonna end up using that, I think. And it's a little bit better actually, so that's good. But it's like, what can you do, bro? That's the only reason I haven't been streaming though. I'll be streaming, y'all know I stream every single day. So the plan is to stream every day I was gonna start doing 2-a-day streams before the motherboard started happening. But for the time being, until I get the motherboard replaced, I'm just gonna start doing these streams like this. This is gonna be the first half of the day, and the gaming would be the second half of the day. And I was even thinking about installing open broadcast software on my gaming PC, but the gaming PC only got 500 gigabytes. And I did that so I don't have to worry about like it being overloaded with junk. I mean, it's just games on there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't anticipate that I will move to the beach. That's so funny too, that I'm not gonna cap. When I built both of these computers, the first computer I built, it was 2018. And the second computer I built in 2022, I think. And I would have never imagined that I'd be living on the ocean when I built these things, for real. For real. He said life's haymakers are bitch. That's the facts, man. Swinging, literally. Sending them hitters, for real. But we still here, thankfully, man. That's what you gotta be thankful for. We still here. You know what I'm saying? As challenging as it all can be sometimes, we still here. And so what we're gonna do, we're really just gonna, like I said, this is really just test stream. I have some stuff that I want to talk about. I have some topics, but like I had this one video. The video's gone now. Like I can't even find the video. I saved the video to my phone. I sent it to myself on Twitter. I even followed the person's account on TikTok. I cannot find that video right now. It's so crazy. Like I feel like I'm crazy because I can't find the video. So let's see. And this is the other thing too. I gotta figure out like what scene should I go to, stuff like that. Still gotta figure this stuff out. We do have the 2 cameras set up still, and the second camera will be for the green screen eventually. But I gotta set up the green screen, which is not gonna be hard to set up the green screen. It's just the challenge with the green screen is making sure that obviously like it's perfect, that you don't see no background type shit. And that's the challenge with the green screen. Yeah, we're dropping frames crazy. Hold on, I gotta restart. I'm gonna restart the stream, y'all. Or the stream's not gonna end. I'm gonna restart open broadcaster software. It's been so long since I streamed, I forgot open broadcaster software be tripping like that. I have to literally close it and then reopen it. Yeah, we dropping frames. It stopped just now, of course, since I started talking about it. Frames stopped dropping, but I can't settle for that. So I'm gonna leave it because I really don't want to restart the stream, but we might have to. So yeah, man, we still got the 2 camera set up and everything. Like I said, we will be coming back with the regular streams as soon as I get back everything I need straight. Well, for the time being, like I said, we're gonna come here. I meant to change this first, my bad. So y'all not seeing like into the matrix. That's the best it's gonna get. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I gotta figure all this stuff out. What's up with you though, Koki? How's everything been, man? You say you've been doing good. I've been chatting with a lot of y'all behind the scenes, so it's definitely good to see y'all in person. It's always good to hear from the family, of course. Which I know ain't nothing changed. Should we do this first, or I think before we do this, actually, we're gonna look at some of the stuff I had on Twitter and stuff. I'll go over the title first, but this is the book right here though, y'all. If y'all like, we haven't officially shown the book or anything on stream yet, but this is the book officially right here, dog. And this is so far we have eight sections, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, 8 sections. This right here is our encyclopedia of all of our references. And right now I'm on section number 7. Yeah, it's section number 7. Each section is like 500 pages. No bullshit. Like I said, y'all, it's a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm not kidding. It's a lot going on. But yeah, this section, this one is 661 pages. This one is 400. No, it's still growing. It's loading all the pages. I'm sorry. Yeah, each section is more than 500 pages. And I'm going to show y'all why it's easy to fill it up, because there's so much information. All you got to do is just, oh, this is the story. This is what happened. Let me write it down. Of course, you got to get and that's what really was taking me long more than anything. Oopsie. What's taking me long more than anything is the encyclopedia, the references, making sure that everything's correct. My boy G Wiz in the building too, family. I see y'all boys, man. I saw it and I've been meant to say something, but you know how it is. Are we still dropping frames, man? No, we good? All right, good. It's still loading. I know it stopped. This one's 600 pages. But yeah, it's an encyclopedia basically. That's why it's so long as well. It's not like it's just a book. It basically, I mean, a lot of y'all might know this already too, because we talked about this. But it covers all the events from the 1400s up until 2025, and even in the modern day, we get some really interesting events. Like I think some of the most recent ones being like 2023. I know they got some stuff. I'm sorry, 2025 as well. It's like I'm telling you, it's been a minute since I got this far. Because in the 1900s probably only be one section. But literally, for example, for comparison, the 1800s is like 2-3 sections by itself. So the 1900s isn't that bad. It's really not much to do there, or it's not a whole lot in comparison to the 1800s. 1800s is like 3 sections. But I mean, that's how up to date this thing is gonna be though. It's gonna come all the way up to 2025. And that's too big. That should be better. That way y'all can see how that looks. Yeah, that looks straight. We are going over all of these events, and it's important because I mean nobody's covering it, man. I mean, this is literal history that we're looking at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is literal recording of history, and that's what really inspired me to do it. That's what really made it feel so important to me. I just feel like it's important in general. But yeah, it's really, really dense, to say the least. So I still got a lot to do. Right now we are, like I said, the 1800s is damn, this is crazy. I lied. The 1800s is like 4 sections. I said 3. Yeah, the 1800s starts in the 3rd section, and I'm still adding a few. I'm adding some entries to the older sections as well. But it's crazy how much history, and this is just in America, of course. Yeah, so this is 1, 2, 3. Longer than that, man. It's gonna be like 5 or 6 sections easily. Just the 1800s, because we're nowhere near finished with the 1800s. I think I'm at like 1867. No, we 1865. Yeah, so the last entry I did, yeah, 1865. Special Field Order number 15, aka 40 Acres and a Mule. But yeah, all of these things we'll be going over. The The next video is going to be covering the very first event, of course. And the very first event that we have on here, and this is actually as well why I want to show y'all this too, because the last time we talked, I said this is what's making it difficult to finish this first video, because we got these events right here that come before the 1400s. And I think it's important because it lays a precedent of how like all the indigenous people across North and South America, basically like how they were created, like the creation myths and the creation stories and stuff. One of them is based off of a supernova that happened in, I think it was 1047, 1054, the Crab supernova. And it's all this is verifiable stuff, like stuff you could just look up and you'll be able to see for yourself. And that's the other thing what really made me want to get into it as well. It's not like I have to fight to prove it. It's not like something where you gotta do all of this extra stuff. Like, nah, bro, just look it up. Like, I did the research already. Just look it up, Google it. You could literally Google it, and that's the easiest thing you could do. But it's so much history. And so we got these two events before the actual 1400s. And then we get to the 1400s, which is the conquest of the Canary Islands. And this was Jean de Bethencourt. Jean of Bethencourt. I thought this was Cortez, but no. These guys were before Cortez, actually. This is island of Cuba, first recorded European sighting of tobacco use, so that you know where it came from. Because before that time, nobody was smoking cigars. Not like that, at least. Tobacco was typically smoked out of a pipe or some type like that. This is Columbus. Where's Cortez? I thought Cortez was before Columbus, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this is Columbus right here. So this is Columbus comes through in 1492, of course. Where's Cortez at? I might have him. I think Cortez actually might be in the 1500s, actually. I think that's right. I had that backwards. And I can't find his name, of course. That's strange. He's here somewhere in here. I remember doing an entry on him. But there's some crazy stories. Eventually we'll get to him. I mean, even in this first one, there's a story of, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's an indigenous warrior. They imprisoned him. Unfortunately, they cut off his hands, but he lived. And like, you know, I guess they cauterized the wounds and they attached blades to his hands, and he basically fought like that. Like, bro, like what? Like to just continue to have the fighting spirit is incredible. Like, but it's stories that people would have never heard of otherwise. Yeah, so it's Jean de Bethencourt. He was the first one. I thought it was Cortez. That's funny. I had that backwards. But that's when they first that's when they first touched down, was the Canary Islands, and these were just expeditions. Yeah. European colonization began with the Spanish Castile conquest of the indigenous Guanche people of the Canary Islands. Starting in 1402, expeditions led by Jean de Bethencourt and later Spanish forces fought the Guanche. The Guanche resisted fiercely, but in 1496, Tenerife fell, completing the conquest. And I mean, that's a part of it as well. Like, some of these stories, when I started reading, it's just amazing. Like, from literally 94 years. You know, these people held out for 94 years. And finally they fell. You know, it's crazy, man. And a lot of these stories are like that. Like the initial conquest or the initial colonization will start, you know, in, let's say, a year or two, but they wouldn't complete the actual takeover of the land for another 50 to 100 years in a lot of cases. And you see that a lot in the 1500s and 1600s. Yeah, Kogi, definitely, man. Definitely, man. Let's see. I think we're dropping frames again. No, we're not. Okay. Something just looked weird for a second. That's how you know it's been a minute dealing with open broadcast software. Yep. And then from there, you know, like I said, we cover everything, man, from the 1500s. There's a few more that I have to update because I added some things. Like when I started back in March. So when I started, I just started entering stuff. And then, of course, the more you find out, you start coming back. You're like, okay, this is something I didn't know. But yeah, so we are, let's see, did I finish 40 Acres and a Mule? Did I finish this? No, I didn't. So this is where I'm at. This is where I left off. Yeah, so this is where I left off. And more than likely what I'll do tomorrow, we'll go over the full entry for 1402. We'll go over that full entry, and then I'll continue working on the on that section. I have to think how I'm gonna do that though, because I feel like it'll be boring to just sit and be working on the book during the stream. I feel like I should just come through the streams with information and facts. Keep it like an hour or two, something like that. We'll see. Especially when I am start to able to do the 2 days, like with the gaming streams at night. It's gonna be a lot, so we'll see. Yeah, this was interesting as well, and this is why I said that first episode is probably gonna be a little bit longer than I want, but it's necessary because even this is 800 AD. You know what I'm saying? Time and era CE, whatever you want to call it. But the ancestral Pueblo, or the Anasazi culture, flourished at Chaco Canyon between about CE 850 and 1150, constructing monumental gray houses, multi-story stone pueblos with hundreds of rooms and massive ceremonial kivas. And this is across the arid canyon floor. These architectural feats are often aligned with solstices, and that's the key. They align, like, that's the crazy part, bro. They would align these with the solstices and lunar standstills, revealing both engineering mastery and astronomical sophistication, linking the built environment to the cycles of the sky. So it's like, this is 850 AD, and, you know, whether you want to look at them as like primitive, or if they, you know, that's the hard part, because there's a lot of fringe theories. Some of them are like, oh, they had advanced technology. Some of them are just like, they just had advanced knowledge. You know, whether they had advanced knowledge or advanced technology, it's the stuff that, you know, we're really, it's like they're doing this stuff on a level we're not really even seeing today in modern times. Like it's crazy. It's insane. Like to literally align a building with the winter solstice. It's like, what? I mean, with the summer solstice, or the winter solstice, summer solstice, or the spring equinox. It's crazy, man. The Chacoans also engineered an extensive network of roads, some up to 30 feet wide, radiating outward for hundreds of miles to connect outlying settlements and resource zones. This is coming from nps.gov, y'all. So like I said, this is like bona fide info. Archaeological evidence suggests that turquoise, macaw feathers, cacao, and copper bells moved through Chaco, indicating vast trade networks stretching into Mesoamerica. So this is important because this is why this is tough. This just this encyclopedia is only starting at the 1400s, but there, like that video that I did, the first video I did where we were talking about Poverty Point and Watson Break. That was the main one. Watson Break goes all the way back to 6000 BC, and right now we're talking about 850 AD, and so that's literally 7,000 years, something like that. 6,000, something like that. 6,500, something, 6,000. You know what I'm saying? Give or take between 6,500, 7,000 years. So almost 7,000 years later, they're still using the trade routes. Where did it say that? They engineered an extensive network of roads up to 30 feet wide. So and this is, I'm saying this because it came from the article nps.gov, and that's why I'm gonna go back. Like, I'm only in the 1860s, so I gotta finish it. But once I like get to 2025, the book's finished, I'm gonna come back, and then I'm going to start from the beginning, basically proofread everything and update stuff like this, because to give context, the roads that they created and engineered their own roads, but a lot of them they adapted from ancient settlements that were already created, and it's just been passed down from the Mayans, the Incas, all the way back. You know what I'm saying? And when you start talking about the Maya, Inca, this is like 100 BC, stuff like that, maybe 100 AD, stuff like that, around that area. And to give context, this is even before like Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was like what? Woo, my history. That's why I got it. You know, I just jumped on stream. You know, we could look this up. What year was Alexander the Great? I want to say the 1080. Yeah, well, okay. I should have went with my first mind. It was 300 BC. I was about to say 1000 BC, but no, I should have went with my first mind. It's 300 BC. So it's around the time, and it's crazy to think about why Alexander the Great. You know, all of these things going on in the history that we're taught. You know what I'm saying? The Inca, the Mayans. Let's see, what years was it Inca?
suspicious. That's weird.
No, I don't have it here. That is rough. Hold on. Search my images. Yeah, I have it here. Even though it can't be found, this is perfect time. Let's transition to the phone. I want to pull up my phone anyway, so let's perfect time to transition to the phone to make sure y'all know I'm not crazy. I'm so glad I took a picture of it because that article is not available right now, and that's pretty crazy. Like I said, directly contradicts the mainstream narrative. Are we locked? Yeah. All right. Open broadcast software. I need you for a second. Yeah, we solid. All right, we good. Yeah, so y'all know that I'm not crazy. Boom. What does it say at the top? Smithsonian Magazine. SmithsonianMag.com at the bottom. All right. So y'all know I'm not lying. I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Evidence mounts against the traditional story of early human migration through an ice corridor. First humans entered the Americas along the coast, not through the ice. Let's try to go to that article again. Sorry, that page cannot be found. The link you followed may have been removed or it is broken. Please visit our homepage and enjoy one of our more mainstream narratives. And go back to sleep, why don't you? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Wow. It's still here. Okay. Bet. All right. Thank the Lord. I was about to say, this can't be. Yeah, perfect explanation. Perfect explanation. And it talks about the coastlines, and man, I don't know where the other images are, but it talks about the coastlines, and I remember there was an image of the Mississippi Delta as well, because I don't even know to search right here, but is the Oh, I'm muted. God dang it, bro. I don't know how I got muted because I was typing. But this is what I was talking about. And like I said, the other thing that I had, the other page that's not pulling up, I think the other page that I pulled up had more pictures on it, unfortunately. So we're not seeing all of the images that I want, but this is why it's important, because it says the new evidence has made that timeline hazy over the last decade. Research shows that humans were living south of the ice sheets before the ice free corridor opened up. A settlement in Monteverde, Chile shows that people had made it all the way down to South America 15,000 years ago. And a more recent discovery indicates that humans hunted mammoth in Florida 14,500 years ago. Crazy. Bottom line is that even though the physical corridor was open 13,000 years ago, it was several hundred years before it's possible to even use it. So they're still, this is 2016, so they're still even learning the migration patterns and how life was even, what life was even like in pre-Columbian America. And this is just more evidence showing, I mean, we just looked at it, it said that the Mississippi Delta is one of the most fertile regions on Earth, not in America, on the planet. Okay, I guess I really have to get more of the evidence I have, because a lot of it's in between my phone and my computer, and I've just been writing. I haven't really been compiling it into somewhere I can put it on stream, basically. But that's crazy though. Yeah, sorry that page can't be found. That's crazy, bro. I'm telling you that they had way more pictures. This is nothing. This is like 3 paragraphs. That's crazy. Yeah, this is only a part of it. Truly interesting that other page is not found right now. I'm actually gonna have to do some looking into that, because I didn't know that. I didn't know it wasn't found. The last time I read the whole thing, so I didn't know that it wasn't able to be found right now. That's kind of blowing my mind. Yeah, see, here's another Smithsonian Magazine article. This was written in 2020. This is all my references in the book. All my references in the book. No. What is this? No, this is talking about Einstein. It's not even giving me, see, look, I'm telling y'all, I'm not crazy. It's not even giving me the article I clicked on just now. It's giving me something about human anatomy. Yeah, see, okay, Smithsonian Magazine. The first Americans may have arrived by sea, not by land. Let's click it. Open link. Where does it take me? Einstein's relatively surprising test results. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand, bro. This is like I said, it's contrary to the mainstream narrative. So anything that goes against the mainstream narrative is gonna either be literally hidden or just under more scrutiny. This is an example of it literally being hidden in real time. Like we actually, y'all are seeing it. I'm giving y'all information I had, and the information is no more valid because it doesn't exist anymore. It's insane. But it's crazy. Like this is why it's so important, because it needs to be documented, and not just documented, but the context needs to be put on display as well. The scale, like I said, 1,000 years before Alexander the Great, the Olmecs was running it. Mind you, let me make sure if that's correct. Did the Olmecs make use of rubber? Yeah. 1,000 years before Alexander the Great, these dudes was making rubber. All right. rubber. Insane, dog. What? Yeah, and so actually, that's great right here. The Olmec used rubber extensive, making some of the earliest uses of natural latex to create solid rubber balls for the Mesoamerican ball game. They used it for a lot more than that. They just don't tell you. They were so associated with rubber that their name given to them by the Aztecs translates to rubber people. That's what Olmec means, basically. They process latex. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. My microphone stopped working. Literally, Windows just said device unrecognized. I'm telling you, this is why it took me an hour to start the stream today. Just so y'all know I'm not crazy. I'm just being real. That's why it took me an hour to start the stream today. Incredible. Yeah, the self-mute classic is always a classic. Yeah. Like, we're just like literally we're using the microphone live, real time. All of a sudden, Windows says device not recognized. What are we talking about? I'm using it. We're using it live. The Olmec has sophisticated methods for processing rubber. So again, if they have sophisticated methods for processing rubber, why y'all only talking about how they used it for a ball game? Come on, man. If they had sophisticated methods, they ain't just use it for no goddamn basketball only. It's like 1,000 years from now. Oh, those Americans had a sophisticated use for rubber. Their best known uses was football and basketball. Huh? Like, what about tires? You know what I'm saying? What?
Move this man!
Is it working? Yo, yeah, we back. What? Oh, that's what I'm telling you, bro. At least I'm so glad this happening right now, so y'all can understand why it takes me so long to go live. Like, I know y'all be thinking I'm just bullshitting or something, maybe, but no, I'm actually trying to figure out why the shit is not working properly. When literally 2 seconds before I was just using it like normal. I'm telling y'all, bro, this is crazy. It literally was like that with my motherboard too, with my computer. Like, we streamed, I specifically remember we streamed Battlefield the day before. We streamed Battlefield. It was Saturday. I mean, it was Friday, and then Saturday morning, I wake up, the computer doesn't even turn on no more. I'm like, what? We were just streaming last night. Literally 6 hours ago, I was streaming, and now the computer doesn't work? Crazy. But yeah, so Olmecs, 1,000 years before Alexander the Great, were using rubber. So much stuff, man. But yeah, I really wish I could stream like normal, man. Like I said, I'm trying to think if I could just install Open Broadcaster software to my gaming PC, but I just don't have the space on there, honestly, is what it comes down to. And yeah, all of my scenes and transitions are on this computer. It literally be a basic ass stream. If it comes down to it though, if I get desperate enough, like if I can't get this $500 goddamn motherboard by next month, then I'll probably just do a basic struggle stream just until we can get back. Because I mean, we haven't streamed it so long, it hurts at this point. And y'all might not realize it, but man, y'all really show love and support, man. Like I'm missing a chunk of revenue from not being able to stream, man. It really does hurt. So I really appreciate y'all, man, from the top to bottom, left to right, the whole of the heart. You know, I never took it for granted, but it just sucks like that. All these technical difficulties are falling upon us right now. It's like the worst timing. Because I had so much planned. I still got so much planned. I got so much that I want to do, but literally, as we're streaming right now, my microphone's cutting in and out for no reason whatsoever. Although this microphone is pretty old, I think the cable might need to be replaced. But that doesn't make sense why. Yeah, I guess it does, but still, it's just frustrating. Going through all this stuff. It's a process, man. Life is a process. What do I want to go over next? So we talked about the Olmec, the Maya. Remember, the Olmec were 1,000 years before Alexander the Great. 300 BC is Alexander the Great. 1400 BC is the Olmecs. And the Olmecs had a great mastery of rubber making. We also went over the fact that the Smithsonian has been deleting their articles that directly contradict the mainstream narrative of first Native Americans coming across the Bering Strait. Undoubtedly, some of them did, but we have been talking about the migration patterns that led people to be hunting mammoth in Florida, woolly mammoth in Florida. Incredible. Bottom line is that even though the physical corridor was open 13 years ago, it was several hundred years before it's possible to use it. These people are confounded. That means the first people entering what is now the US, Central, and South America must have taken a different route. Whether you believe these people were Clovis or someone else, they simply could not have come through the corridor as long claimed. Come on, man, this is incredible. And once again, so they're showing this, and this is hilarious that this is the only picture that they're allowing to be showed, because I'm telling y'all, this is a whole nother page that had images that show Mississippi, Florida, and it showed there's another one, I have to pull it up if I can. It shows the footsteps in the sand, I think 22,000 years ago. Let's look that up. Footsteps in the sand in Mexico, I think it's Mexico, 22,000 years ago. So this is not the only path. Is this one of the paths? Sure, is this one of the paths? But we just looked at it and it said the Mississippi Delta was one of the most fertile lands on Earth. To this day, it remains that. One of the most fertile lands on Earth. And also we have these guys in the Smithsonian magazine corroborating our story by saying that means the first people entering what is now in the US, Central, and South America must have taken a different route. This is the project leader. His name is S.K. Willerslev, an evolutionary geneticist from the University of Copenhagen and Cambridge University. bro is serious. This is not nobody. This is not just a random person. He is plaqued up. That boy got medallions. Oh, it's getting dark. The sun setting behind me. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Smithsonian Mag. Crazy, man. This shit's so interesting, bro. Basically, what's happening now, and that's why I do it, is because we're basically piecing together history. Using evidence and facts and forensics, we're able to use the internet and do the research ourselves. We got to, though, really. Because as you see, the Smithsonian is deleting shit. What I said I was about to look up? I forgot. I was gonna look something up. Oh, the footsteps. Yeah. Footstep. Fossilized. Oh Lord. Fossilized footprints in White Sands, New Mexico. Thank you. You know what I was talking about. You know what the hell I was talking about. This is in New Mexico, is it? New Mexico, gang. New Mexico, all right? This is in America, all right? This is incredible. How old are these footsteps? I want to say they go back to 22,000 years ago. 18,000 years ago. 18,000 years ago. I have some, no, more. Yeah, so why do they do that? See, it's so misleading. I've gone through so much research, so I know the numbers. The number is like 22,500 years ago. These guys, scientists dated these seeds back, oh no, this is about seeds. But regardless, scientists, these footprints were located next to ancient seeds. Scientists dated these seeds to more than 18,000 years ago. It's like more than, sure, it gives us reference, but there's other stuff that gives us more accurate numbers. Like, why are you being a little bit vague with that? Because there's a big difference between more than 18,000 and 22,000 years. It's a 4,000 year difference. You can't just maybe your way through 4,000 years. You can't just more than your way through 4,000 years. It's 4,000 years, gang. But this is in New Mexico. Can I get a better article? That was the national park, and they didn't do too good. Here we go. This is Wikipedia, unfortunately. In 2021, they were radiocarbon dated based on the seeds found in the sediment layers to between 21,000, 23,000 years ago. Crazy, man. Oh, Smithsonian covered it too. Yeah, they did. I knew they did, but I didn't think I would be able to find an article. Yeah, see how short Smithsonian keeps it? Smithsonian got some secrets, though. That's why they got some secrets. I know some stuff that they know that they don't think that we know that they know. You got to remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. All right? If you watch the Boondock, you should have known this by now. Yeah, see, these guys 23,000 years. So, you know, like, it's pretty concrete. It's pretty, and this is the number I remember, 22,400. See, I said 22,000. See, that's how y'all know I'm not lying to y'all, boys. Hey, later, Kogi. Salute to the family, man. Good to see you. Holla at me, bro. Like I said, we're going to be streaming daily as long as the stream works. As long as it don't break on us like how I was trying to break today. We'll be streaming daily, so tap in, man. Good to see the family. But just to know, that's how y'all know I'll be remembering, man. 22,400 is a number. I said 22,500. And they sent the samples to 2 independent laboratories, both of which reported the same ranges of 20,700 to 22,400 years ago. So in New Mexico, before 10,000 years before the Bering Strait, there are footsteps in New Mexico. So the mainstream narrative is not telling us the truth, guys. Just gotta have y'all understand that. Like, they're not telling us the truth of the story of the original people in the Americas, especially not North America. They're not telling us, man. So, I mean, really, that's all I got for right now, y'all. Like I said, I got to figure out some of these computer issues still, apparently, as y'all can tell, because we having technical difficulties. Open broadcasting software started off dropping frames. Thankfully, we haven't dropped a frame since about the 10-minute mark in the stream, so I don't know what that was about. I did have some stuff I guess we could look at on the phone real quick. Talk about a few more things. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to go live daily. I'll be real with y'all. It's gonna be at least like 3, 4, or 5 times a week. 5 to 7 times a week would pretty much be every day. But like I said, with these technical difficulties I'm experiencing, like y'all don't know the half of it, man. Really, y'all don't. If only y'all knew. Y'all don't know the half of it. I only know what I tell you. So many technical difficulties. But a lot of it stems from the fact that I'm living on the ocean now. Like I said, just from living on the water and salt water. Well, I guess if you live on the ocean, you live in salt water anyway. But the salt water is killing my mother. Well, it was killing my motherboards. I figured out solutions now, but unfortunately, I had no experience before. So all of this stuff is happening. Yep. All right, we're good. Pull it up. But yeah, man, so that's pretty much, you know, stuff that shows y'all why I haven't been streaming. Besides connection private. What? That's strange. I think I clicked the link or something. But that shows y'all why I've been locked down, man. I've been real busy. This is the book I've been working on. This is an encyclopedia, and it's well over 2,000 pages. Assuming each one of these sections is 500 pages, which we saw some of them were 600, 700 pages. This is 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000. It's 4,000 pages so far. No exaggeration. So I'm working, man. Like, I'm doing my best. Trust me. And like I said, I was doing this. So during the time I was streaming, like when we were streaming League of Legends and all that stuff, when I first moved to this new crib, I was working on this behind the scenes anyway. I was still working behind the scenes with this, but like I said, it kind of got interrupted with all the stuff that's taking place. But yep, I'm really hoping I'm like a month out from getting this finished. I keep saying that, but every time I say that, I add more entries and stuff. So, you know, it's a process, but we're getting there, bro. We get in there. Let me pull this up because I got y'all looking at my pictures and shit. I guess, yeah, we'll end on this. This is super interesting, and it kind of shows how our reality works, man. I'm gonna pull them up. So this dude right here, he's basically like creating art using sound and light, like fractal cymatic patterns. Where's the video? Here it is. And it's crazy because it shows you how our universe works, bro. It really does. Like, these patterns are created through sound and light, and like by layering these patterns, he creates a face. Like, what? Like, do y'all see this? It's incredible. But this is literally how light and sound come together to make our reality, because the sound creates the pattern, and that's what he uses to create these patterns. These are cymatics. If you look up, we can look up cymatics. Look up cymatics real quick. Oh yeah, we're still shadow banned on YouTube a little bit. Unfortunately, that's also why I'm kind of waiting to post this next video. Just everything's got to align, man. Fortunately, like I'm just trying to get everything going, bro, because like I said, we've had a lot of stuff that's been happening. But basically, this is what he's doing to create these images. This is how he's creating these pictures with a technique called cymatics. You take a plate, a Caldini plate is what it's called, and you resonate a frequency. By resonating a frequency, the sand or whatever medium you have creates a shape. And so what this guy is using is watercolors. And so you can see how the water is shaped by the pattern. So he's using sand, but so I can show you that it works with water too. It works with water as well. It's not just sand or physical objects. You can do cymatics with water as well. And so he's doing cymatics with watercolor. So you see the sand, they're gonna do it with there it is with water right there. That's actually ferrofluid, if I'm not mistaken. I remember this video. I love this video when it first came out. But it's just an aqueous solution. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if it's water. It's an aqueous solution. Aqueous solutions allow you to cast a vibration in them, and you'll get it'll create a shape. It'll create a pattern. As you can, that's water. That's actually water right there. And he's hitting the bass drum, and it's doing that. And so basically, this artist has taken literally. I've never seen nobody do anything like this. I think this is like the first of its kind that this guy is doing. Like honestly, to take a frequency and sound pattern and to literally like transform it into a format to where it literally shows how light works, how light and sound frequencies work is incredible. And so, wow, I didn't even pay attention to this video the first time. He's taken the same image, he flipped it around, and he made a different image with it. So it was a young girl right here. He flips it around and makes an old woman. You can kind of see the old woman's wrinkles in the young girl's picture. But again, it just goes to show how different like our understanding of the universe is like less than 5%, probably smaller than that. Real talk. Just in the light frequency spectrum, let me see if I can find this in my pictures. Just in the light frequency spectrum, we see so little. Light. Can I find this? Frequency. No. Levels of consciousness. No. Human resonance. Ah, damn. You know who I'm surprised isn't here? Schmib, actually. Damn it. Do I have to do waves? Dang it, bro. Yeah. Let's go with this. Light waves. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I have this on my phone. Why can I not find this when I need to find it? Let me just save this. Save image. Come on. Stop highlighting it. Save image, damn it. No. See? There we go. Save to photos. Why is it being so difficult, right? It's in photos. Boom. Okay, no. What? What did we just save? That's not what? Thank you. What is going on here, guys? All right, visible light spectrum. So as you can see, this is what we can see. You know, that rainbow, that's what our eyes can see. So look at the rest. It's literally on this chart that represents about 5%. That's what I said, right? On this chart, that represents about 5% of what we can see, of what I said, like of what we know of the universe. So literally, we're not seeing everything, fam. we don't have it all figured out at all. And this proves it. Look at this. He literally takes the same 3 sheets. First of all, the fact that he's able to take these 3 sheets of what looks like, if you was a random person, saw 3 random sheets laying down like that, you would not assume that you could just make this into a person's face. You would just not assume that. So not only is that incredible, but then he takes it and he rotates the images and makes a new image with it. Guys, that is, I didn't even see that the first time I saw this. It is blowing my mind right now. My brain is exploding. This literally, like, you cannot trust your eyes, but damn near. Like, like, what? Like, as long as you can manipulate the light, this basically shows as long as you can manipulate the light waves in front of your eyes, anything's possible. That's incredible. I'm not gonna cap. That is incredible. That makes me think of damn, I had it and I lost. I can't think of it now. But airport. Let me see if I can find this. Airport visible light. Visible screen. I don't know what to search, but basically at airports they tested this thing. Airport ticket. I don't know what to search, y'all. I don't know what to search, but basically in airports they're testing these screens where, based on your ticket, only you can see the screen. Nobody else can see what's on that screen. Damn, I don't know what to search. I don't know what to search, y'all. I'm just typing in random shit. Oh, this might be it. This is on Reddit. Yeah. This is it. This is crazy. This is incredible, son.
Flight information, even how many minutes it'll take you to walk to your gate, but only you can see it. It doesn't matter if you're standing right next to one other person.
Bro, this is literally what we just looked
here
at.
At the Detroit airport. You scan your boarding pass, look up at a giant screen, and you see only your flight information, even how many minutes it'll take you to walk to your gate, but only you can see it. It doesn't matter if you're standing right next to one other person or 100. Each person only sees their own information.
You see your own information, no glasses on. You have no glasses on.
That is insane.
This just with their eye sockets, fam.
What does it say? Hello, George.
They don't have no glasses on.
So cool.
They don't have nothing over their eye sockets. They don't have no contacts on.
It's possible
He said,
because
"How's
of
that
Albert
possible?"
Ng. Ng started developing his parallel reality technology
crazy.
in 2014.
Above our heads is a motion sensor that detects moving objects as they're walking around. It's non-biometric. It doesn't know anything about each of those objects that are walking around.
It tracks the boarding pass.
Pretty amazing.
That's pretty much.
Congratulations on this.
It seems like a movie set in a slightly scary future where people's eyes identify them to advertisers on big screens.
This is not the video I saw
But
because
this
it's so
technology does
long-winded.
not use your eyes or your face. The only thing that identifies you is the shape of your body.
That's
Right.
remarkable that you're standing right next to me and you can't
It
see
does. So what
So
he's
even
saying
though the
is,
flight boards that
it
exist
doesn't
today
use your
have the flight
eyes to
information,
identify
it's a list
you,
of 100
but
flights.
it's
And
affecting
on
what
you
your eyes
to
can
look
see.
through that flight
That's what's most important about this.
Find your flight.
Ng says the technology is
It's-
in
they're not-
Detroit for the mass.
To the
This is not the
airport.
video I saw. This is not the video I saw, unfortunately. So it's called parallel reality. Okay, let's look it up. See if I can find the video I saw. Because they explained how the light waves work. It's like the same video.
It doesn't know
Yeah, it's the
anything
same
about
exact video that we just watched. Oh man, I don't know where I saw this at.
Welcome to Detroit Metro Airport, home to the world's first ever.
Y'all could
The
be
airport in
copyrighted.
Detroit is the only airport that comes onto the screen, and you're the only person that can view your details. To continue, so we
Yeah, damn. See, this is why. Oh man, this is why you gotta have. Let's look it up. How does parallel reality work at the airport? How does parallel reality work at the airport? As you move around the vehicle, the overhead sensor continually shifts your private zone to a new location, allowing you to move your personalized, allowing you to see your personalized content as you move. Trying to think, man. Because there was that, I mean, that explains it, but it was the way that it showed it. I remember them showing like the different light spectrums. Man, I swear, like the stuff that you see when you don't, like you know it's important, but you don't save the specific video. Oh, I hate that. I hate when that happens. Cause I'm telling y'all, man, this is not showing it. Let me see if I go to images. No. Oh, this is it. Oh, this is it. Oh, this is it. Oh shit, we found it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Is that not what we were looking at? It's called a multi-view pixel. This is a conventional pixel. This is a multi-view pixel. Oh my God, bro. Bro, mind blown. Look at this. Look at this shit. What's up with the yams? Oh no, this is every day, bro. This is regular. This is regularly scheduled programming for my computer. This is daily business. This is daily business. He knows what's up. He knows how we working. Hey, let me pull this up on the computer. What is it called? Multi-view pixel. Wow. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. It got dark. Hold on. It's dark. It's dark in my house now. Cause the sun's going down. Sunset. Can we see the sun? Oh, I got a treat for y'all. Hold on. It's beautiful outside right now. My God, the sunset, and wow, this is incredible though. This the shit that we literally just cracked the code, y'all. We're literally cracking the code of reality right now. Honestly, holy shit, multi-view pixels, right? That's why how they do that. Yes, literally. All right, hold on a second. Hold on, because I gotta show y'all what it looks like outside real quick. It is absolutely too beautiful to not show you. Oh my gosh, the sunset is gorgeous. And right now, I've never seen this since I've lived here, but there's this goddamn majestic like cloud that is like in front of the mountain, and it is absolutely ethereal outside right now. Yeah. Connect my phone, please. Are we connected? Are we connected? Yes, we are. All right, I'll show y'all. This is crazy. All right, y'all gonna have to bear with me for a second because I'm gonna have to pause the stream. I gotta see if I can take a picture of this. I've never seen it look like this outside before. Like, I've seen some beautiful sunsets since I've been living here, but this is by far the most beautifulest. What are we looking at outside right now? Yeah, I can. I was about to say, no, I'm using my camera. No, I'm not. I have my other camera. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see if I can take this picture. I'm gonna bring y'all with me. As a matter of fact, why would I not bring y'all with me? Huh? All right, yeah, y'all see? Yeah, all right, come on. Come with me. Don't mind my messy house. My house is a little dirty because I've been working, and it's not dirty. It's just a workshop. All kind of tools and shit lying around. Where's the camera? Oh.
Cobra.
Like, yeah, I had to take the opportunity. It just looked too good. Yeah, I had to put it on my phone. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still dark in the house, ain't it? I can't see nothing. Better. Yeah, that's better. All right. Yeah, y'all can see me now, yeah? Since you, he said, much love, man. He says, beautiful. Yeah, bro. I had to take the opportunity. I've never seen the cloud around the mountain like that. Like not since I've been living here, at least. I've seen it. I've seen like the fog and I've seen the mist on the water, but to have it like right around the mountain like that is too beautiful. I had to take that chance. But yeah, so look, we were talking about the multi-view pixels, conventional pixels versus multi-view pixels. Like this is literally sound and light condensed into an image that we can see. It's crazy because he takes the sound and he creates a pattern with the sound. Obviously, if we can see the pattern, it's made of light. So he takes sound and light and he brings the layers together to make an image. Crazy, bro. And then here we go. We're looking at the pixels. I'm gonna leave this video up because this is incredible. Honestly, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Now, this is what they didn't want to get into the details. They didn't want to tell us how this shit worked. Look at this. It's incredible. Is that not the same? Crazy. He's a good photo. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. I need those, man. It's crazy though. I mean, it's not exactly the same. Obviously, kind of is. But the point is that I'm trying to make is that how easily light can be manipulated in order to manipulate our senses, and how much of the light spectrum, how much of the universe we really don't see. Because that is actually crazy to me. That is incredible. There's so much that we don't actually see. Yeah, so I had to show us that because it reminded me of that. I was like, I know I was gonna be able to find it. I just didn't remember what it was called. Parallel reality is what it's called. Crazy. Parallel reality in Dallas Airport. I mean, Denver Airport. Wow. Wow, that's incredible. So basically, everybody sees different pixels. It's crazy. No glasses, no contacts, nothing over your eyes. Literally just by the fact that while you're walking through the airport, a motion tracker is gonna track your boarding pass, or it's gonna track you whatever about you, and it's gonna show you, okay, this guy has the red pixel. I'm gonna show him red pixels. That's why people's cats be tripping. Absolutely. What's up with it, potato? My brethren, wagwan. Absolutely. Also, the other thing too is going back to the visible light spectrum. A lot of animals can see infrared light, stuff like that. And infrared light is where is basically like that's what a lot of like our like remote controls for TVs. Whenever you use Face ID on your iPhone, Face ID sends out an infrared laser or infrared light to scan your face, and that's how your face is scanned. But it's infrared. And so because it's infrared, it's not within our visible light spectrum, that 5%. Crazy. Look how much little we actually know what's popping up in this thing. I'm chilling, man. I can't complain. It's good to see the family, bro. Like I said, we just doing these streams right now, just kind of kicking knowledge and just chilling and talking. Because unfortunately, my micro ATX motherboard has been replaced and is fixed. Thank God, gracias a Dios. All right, seriously, thank God. Because I woke up one day, the first computer, I streamed Battlefield Friday. I wake up Saturday morning, the computer doesn't even turn on no more. What? But thankfully we was able to get the computer to work again. But the problem with it is that the PCIe lanes are going out, probably due to corrosion, since I live near the water and the sand and shit. And so my stream PC only works with one graphics card, so I can't stream anymore. Then about 2 weeks after that, literally about 2 weeks later, my micro ATX computer, I use it one day, go to sleep, wake up the next day, the computer don't even turn on. This one can't even be fixed. I had to buy a new motherboard. I had to replace it completely. Thankfully, micro ATX only costed like $175. But the Threadripper, the Stream PC, that shit is like $500. And I can just RMA it. It's within the 10-year warranty, so I can RMA it. But if I RMA it, that means I got no motherboard, and it means I got no computer. So it's like, oh man. Yes, I did, Potato. Yes, I did, bro. That's a part of how they're doing the what is it? Like the invisibility cloak type shit. That's a part of how they doing that shit. Absolutely, bro. Yeah, your boys got the knowledge. Elon Musk posted this today. The area needed to provide national coverage of electricity. Literally, that's all you need. Solar panels in the Midwest. Some old cameras work like X-rays because of the same effect. I believe that's correct. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Look how many solar panels it would take to give the whole entire United States electricity. You know why it hasn't happened? Billionaires, greed, money. That's why it ain't happened yet.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right, I don't care. Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why we don't have this. Look at that. That's embarrassing, bro. That could have been done 25 years ago. That's embarrassing, gang. That is the surface area needed. Less than 0.25% of the land mass of the United States, and everybody would have free electricity, basically. Come on, bro. What are we doing? I actually did a paper on this about 2 years ago. I cannot find it, unfortunately. I need to find that paper, but I did a paper exactly on this, and it literally in the paper I said, you only need like a couple square miles of solar panels to cover the United States. I did the math and everything. Like, oh man, I'm so mad I can't find that paper. I'm so mad I can't find that paper. Like, I looked in my Dropbox, I looked everywhere, and I cannot find that paper that I did on solar panels. Can't find the shit. Stuff like that, it just hurts my soul. I'm never gonna lie to y'all, man. Because I literally did that post. It's another good one. Right, funding foundations and shit for dinosaur blood. Come on, man. Fundamentals for dinosaur blood. Come on, man. Right? They still trying to use fossil fuels and shit. Come on, man. It's just greed, bro. They just want to keep the money. They just want to keep the control over the people, man. If it can be destroyed by truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. Facts. Oh, this is another one. Yeah, Elon posted this as well. Is the microphone still working? Microphone check. Yeah, we're good. All right. Microphone tripped out for a second. I gotta restart that app so it could pop back up. But SpaceX is actually making a lot of progress, man. We're actually gonna go to Twitter and check out Elon's page right quick. Probably not the safest business practice for a streamer. About a 75% chance of seeing some bannable content, even on Elon's page. I do wonder when humans all work for the same cause, what that would all look like. But that's a whole nother story. That's a fact, man. That is a fact. But you know what though? We get glimmers of it. We get snapshots of it. We got a snapshot of it yesterday with the No Kings protest, man. And you know, believe whatever you want about it. You know, obviously we all kind of have similar opinions here, but you know, believe whatever you want about it. At the very least, it shows like people still possess that capacity to sync up. Cause I mean, 100,000 people came together in Chicago, man, and it looked like a swarm of ants in a good way. You know, not in a bad way, but in the movie way that old boy was talking about. This was actually interesting too, and I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people might not realize this, but because of SpaceX, America leads the world. And I mean, if SpaceX didn't do it, another company probably would have filled the void. But because of SpaceX, literally, we launched the most rockets in the world by like a threshold of like 5 times. Like, we launched the most rockets in the world. It's crazy. Yeah, without SpaceX, China would have outlaunched us. That's a fact. Where's the other one I want to see though? It's one of them where the basically they made the cost of launching rockets way cheaper. And this is another one too. A satellite. Basically, the larger V3 Starlink satellites that would deploy from Starship will bring gigabit connectivity to users that are designed to add 60 terabits per second of download capacity. That's 20 times more capacity, basically, with every launch. And they launch it like I got lucky to see one get launched out here, but they launch rockets like every month, like every 2 weeks they launching a new satellite type shit. It's crazy, actually. I can't find it right now, but they literally did something to where I can't find it right now, of course, but Elon was talking about how they made it cheaper to launch rockets. And I did the math. Basically, like, if they continue on this path, and like by like 2060, it'll cost you like $1,000 to launch your own rocket the size of one of Elon Musk rockets right now. $1,000. Crazy. You know, Chinese battery tech. Oh yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, that's why they kind of keep us hidden from it too, because a lot of the phone tech, computer tech, cars, even though their automotive industry is very shoddy, and they do have a lot of issues with their battery power cars literally burning up in flames, literally, they still do have better tech in a lot of ways. Their rovers and drones and droids will run more efficiently per charge and charge. Exactly right. That's a fact. Yeah, of course I can't find it. It's so tough. You can't never find what you need when you need it. But literally, that article was talking about how they made it that much less expensive to travel to space. And I did the math. Literally by like 2060, 2070, I think it's gonna be like $500 to launch a V1 satellite type rocket. Let me see if I can find it. I had a conversation with ChatGPT about it. ChatGPT, that's my dog. Man, that boy was talking about it. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Let's pull it back up. He said, I say we, right? Well, real talk, we really don't, because they, every piece of technology is modeled after something in nature, in reality, that we already have, and the better our technology becomes, the more that we even able to realize that aspect. Like, there's so many creatures like shrimps, different species of shrimp that can see like into the future, basically, because they can see so much of the light. Whoa, my bad, getting into private messages. They can see so much of the light spectrum that we can't see. But yeah, here it is. So the cost to launch one rocket went down from 67 million to 10 million. And so with this reduction coefficient of 6.7 times, basically 26 years from now, 2051, it'll cost you $1 million. 2064, 100,000. My timeline was a little off. I'm sorry. 2076 would be 10,000, and 2080. So 2091, it'd be $500. And it's probably gonna go faster than that, honestly. That's just what we got right now with SpaceX and them making the advancements. But they're doing a lot, man. Like, humanity is progressing a lot on an astronomical scale, literally every single day. And SpaceX is a big proponent of it. Oh, y'all didn't even see it. I was just talking. Y'all didn't get to see it. That's fine. Now we're assuming they're going to be stupid imperious. That's true. They're not. They're not going to be. Yep, exactly. Any way you can study and apply it. Yeah, but I agree with that. They're not going to be. They're not going to remain stupid imperious nations forever. Although they still kind of act like that now. The problem is that the better the technology gets, the less imperialism can succeed. You know, the more people have access to technology and I don't know, just access, period. Just the more people have access to life, you know, but they have more access to wealth, any of these things, you know, more access to human advancements. The more that happens, and that happens exponentially because of technology, like it just imperialism, none of it can survive, you know, none of it can last. It's impossible. People just want more. That's why Elon Musk and people are discussing the Kardashian scale and stuff like that, because slowly but surely they're trying to get people to really see how far in the future we can go. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's not gonna be much time. I'm being risky right here going on Twitter on the computer. You never know what you'll see on this goddamn map. The fact that Elon and them are starting to discuss the Kardashian scale is really starting to like it's starting to bring it to the forefront that these people are trying to make us an interplanetary civilization within the next 25 years. By 2050, they want to start the Mars colony type shit. I mean, I don't think that's their real timeline, but I'm sure that if they could do it, they would. Damn, see, look what I'm talking about. When you want to find the videos, you just can't find it. It's fine. It's fine. We talked about it a lot today. We went over a lot. Yeah, Potato. I was hoping that boy King Smith would show up, but this is the book I'm working on. And this is like, we did the math. It's over like 4,000 pages right now, man. It's an encyclopedia. But it's so much information in here that I've been able to put together. Like literally in March of this year, from March to about April 15th, I stopped streaming because I was working, and I was working on this pretty much every day. And in like 45 days, I was able to crank out like 2,500 pages, maybe 3,000 pages. And since then, I've made about progress to where I'm at now, which is about another 1,500 pages. But I'm only in the 1800s. This is the last entry I did, 1865. 1865. Long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah, we go all the way up until 2025, which is why it's such a long book. But we cover everything, man. We cover everything that happened in America. Literally, like, there's almost no stone unturned. Oh shit, I need to close my windows for all the flies start coming in. Hold on, be right back. Yeah, it's that time. It's about that hour. All the flies trying to show up. Thank you. I appreciate it, Potato Man. It's been a journey. Like I said, a lot has been happening in these last 2-3 months since I moved to this new house. A lot of good things have happened, but unfortunately, a lot of bad things have happened as well. And one of the worst things that happened was my computer's kind of going down because, I mean, you know, I never took it for granted, but at the same time, I don't think you guys really understood how much of a role y'all play in my life. But like, honestly, my Twitch revenue alone was a decent amount of income every month. And especially missing September just is fucking soul crushing, if I'm being completely honest, you know? And so all that to say, it's been tough since my computer stopped working. Like I was on a roll up until about June, July. I had a lot going on. And then July, I think is when I started having the issues during that Battlefield beta. And it just was downhill from there, unfortunately. But as of right now, I can say we are on the up and up. Things are going uphill. slowly but surely. It feels like I'm pushing a goddamn 100,000-pound boulder uphill, but we're doing it. It's going up. It's going uphill somehow. But yeah, it's huge, man. This is a lot of stuff, lots of information. This whole stream was a really good stream, honestly. Y'all, go back and watch the stream if y'all didn't catch it from the beginning, because we talked about a lot this stream. And I'm gonna try to do this every day. The hard part about it is technical difficulties. Even while we were streaming just today, open broadcast software typically will randomly drop frames, and that happened, but it is what it is. Yeah, this has been me for the last few months. But what you call it? Even though we had our little technical difficulties, we still worked through it, but that's kind of like messes me up. Like, I started the stream an hour and a half late because of it. Just trying to get everything to work right. Like my microphone tripping, the cameras. So it's a process, man. No. I'm glad you came in here yapping. No, that's what we want. I need you guys to add to the conversation, because, I got my plan that I want to talk about, but I also don't want to be boring, long-winded. I want to know what you guys know. I want y'all to help me confirm my knowledge. That's a big part of this, so I know that I'm not sitting up on a soapbox and then loud and wrong on the soapbox type shit. You know what I mean? But I have done a lot of work to verify a lot of this, all of it. Not a lot of it. I've done a lot of work to verify all of this information, and that's why, just like earlier, we were discussing the Smithsonian Magazine and the footprints in New Mexico that date back to 22,400 years ago. The number I gave was 22,500 years ago, but the actual number is 22,400 years ago. So that shows you how deep I've been into this knowledge. Like, I've been headlong into this stuff, to where it's like, if I'm wrong, I'm going to be wrong because of, like, it's not the exact number, but the information is correct, and you can Google it and find it out. But that's also what we discussed earlier as well. And I think you definitely be a big proponent of that type of information, Potato. But just we were discussing how the Smithsonian Magazine and a lot of different archaeologists are uncovering information that human life was in North America before the Bering Strait. And it's not possible that they crossed the Bering Strait because it was an ice mass. It was frozen over. So they say that the Native Americans crossed across the Bering Strait about 14,000 years ago. These footprints were in New Mexico 10,000 years before that. Like, what?
Stop the cap. You were cold as ice.
Like, what? What?
Gotcha.
What? For real though.
Another one.
Exactly. They making it up as they go along. These people are confounded, gang. These people are confounded. Look at this. Related stories. A Roman soldier's 1900-year-old tombstone mysteriously found in a New Orleans backyard.
Stop the cap.
It's an evil world we live in.
What the fuck was that?
Come on, man. These people are confounded by the world in which we live in. They making it up. They cannot tell us the real narrative, bro. This is the Smithsonian Magazine that we're looking at right here. The Smithsonian Magazine says new evidence has made that timeline hazy over the last decade. Research shows that humans were living south of the ice sheets before the ice-free corridor opened up. A settlement in Monteverde, Chile, shows that people have made it all the way down to South America 15,000 years ago. And a more recent discovery indicates that humans hunted mammoth in Florida 14,500 years ago. Bro, the bottom line is that even though the physical corridor was opened by 13,000 years ago, it was several hundred years before it was possible to use it. This is from project leader S.K. Willerslev, an evolutionary geneticist from the University of Copenhagen and Cambridge University. That boy got credentials. All right, he got war in the educational world. This man got war general status. All right, he got war general shit on his shoulders. That means the first people entering what is now the U.S., Central and South America must have taken a different route. Whether you believe these people were Clovis, that's the ones they talk about come from the Mississippi Delta and shit, if I'm not mistaken, or someone else, they simply could not have come through the corridor as long claimed. Smithsonian Magazine, by the way. Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. No, show it in English. I know I live in, I know where I live. Show it in English. It's not English. It's still showing up in, it's so weird. Clovis people, there we go, boom. And then, so no, it's not even correct. It's not even Clovis. Clovis is only 13,000. We just saw in New Mexico, 22,000. Clovis, see, even the Smithsonian Magazine don't have the full story. Sure, there's another Smithsonian, and by the way, that this full article has been removed, by the way. That's the other thing we talked about, Potato. The full article has been removed. This is not all of the article, by the way. This is only one of the pictures, and this picture is not showing the true justice or the true scale. Sorry, that page can't be found. I wonder why. ChatGPT can find the page, but Smithsonian article can't find it. Huh. But even the Smithsonian doesn't have it 100%. They're saying Clovis, but Clovis is only 13,000 years ago. In New Mexico, this is 22,000 years ago. Oh yeah, that's true. Human conflict makes yeah, exactly. This is why, thank you, bro. This is why I'm doing my part in the preservation, straight up. I appreciate you saying that, because that's real, bro. That's how I felt about it, you know? That's how I felt about it. But yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna try to do this every day. I mean, it's been 2 hours, and whereas 2 hours flew by, honestly, and I didn't even have an organized presentation. This was pretty. I did, but it wasn't as organized as like how I wanted to be with the green screen, all that shit. That's coming up soon. Today I had some time. I looked at my wrist. I had time today, so I was like, all right, we're gonna just do the stream. And like I said, I really do want to do this every day. It's not too difficult for me to do this. It's just a matter of finding like a starting point and stuff like that a lot of times. Also, the challenge about streaming is that I still do got to get these next episodes finished and filmed. The first episode is damn near finished, but it's just long because we're talking about so much in one episode. We're talking about this in that episode as well, because the episodes roughly follow the encyclopedia. The encyclopedia begins in the 1400s, but in order to start in the 1400s, I have to lay down the precedent of where these people. Yeah, are we good? Microphone. Check. Yeah, we're good. Microphone. In order for me to lay down the precedent of where these people came from, we got to go back 10,000, 20,000 BC. 22,000 years ago. So it's a lot, man. And I'm a one-man team. That's the problem as well. I'm a one-man crew, unfortunately. But it's just because people aren't able to be as dedicated to it, man. I get it. Like, we all got to work every day. And at a lot of times I am working on this stuff to my own detriment. Just being completely honest. And a lot of people won't do that. I get it. Totally get it. But I see the vision. And I know it's gonna pay off in the long run. So we gotta keep going. I really think that's all I really have for today though, y'all. There's a few other things I wanted to talk about, but we covered a lot in 2 hours, really did. Like I said, this is a really good stream overall. Like I said, if y'all want to get the full context, I do suggest that you go back to the beginning of the stream, watch it again. We talked about some good stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff though, man. Much love as always, man. The underground cities in the Middle East 12,000 years ago, we know the tip of the iceberg for real, literally, bro. No matter the narrative, literally. Less than 5%, no matter the narrative. I'm willing to agree with that. And we just saw that too with the visible light spectrum. I mean, just look at the visible light spectrum alone. Oh, we were also talking about how the Olmecs were 1,000 years before Alexander the Great, which is insane. The Olmecs were masters of rubber 1,000 years before Alexander the Great was even born. They literally mastered rubber. And that's the thing. They try to tell us, oh, they mastered rubber. And so they use that for their basketball games. So that's literally like saying 1,000 years from now, civilization will look at the United States. Oh, the United States was a master of rubber. Their greatest achievements with rubber was the football, the basketball, like what? Condoms? Like what? I mean, that condom's pretty good. A pretty good mastery of rubber, honestly. But the point is that if a civilization has a mastery of rubber, at the very least, they were making tires too. Like, come on, gang. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that they had a mastery of the rubber tree, and they only made basketballs out of it. Sure. Lucy movie. Thing code. Let's see. Yeah. This is it. This is what it would be like if we had access to all of that, to that information in the visible light spectrum. It would be like this. Hey, I appreciate it. It is definitely enjoyable, Potato Man. It's enjoyable. It is stressful. It is draining, but it is absolutely enjoyable, man. I give thanks, and I appreciate you for even saying that, man. Seriously, give thanks, man. Look at that. She's able. All right. So what she just did, what she just did, much love, brother. What she just did in real time. So these are radio signals. She sees because she's accessing more of her brain. She's looking at radio frequencies. This is a radio frequency. This is everybody's cell phone. So she's seeing the radio frequency of everybody's cell phone. But because she can process more of her, she can use more of her brain. She can not only see the radio frequencies, she can even isolate the radio frequency and then listen to that radio frequency only. Bro, we only got access to less than 5% of our everything, bro. She was only at like 20% of her brain capacity at this point. Bro, watch this movie if y'all haven't seen this movie, or go watch it again, Lucy. I watched this movie again like 2 months ago. I saw this movie like 20 times, but I watched it again like 2 months ago. And like the more you understand with your brain, the more this movie will blow your mind. Like that's literally what we were just talking about with the visible light spectrum. Incredible, bro. Insane, dog. Insane. Less than 5% Potato. Got to be. Lucy 2? Oh no, it's a concept trailer. Smart. That hey, I'm not gonna lie. You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. You had us in the first half. Lucy 2. Concept trailer. You had us in the first half, AI. it's got to be some AI, right? Yeah, this is AI. You had us in the first half, brother. Yeah, it's AI. You. I'm not gonna hold you. You had me. You caught me. You had us in the first half. That's like the AI getting too good. But yeah, fam. Remember that less than 5%. When you think you know anything, just know that you probably only know less than 5%. The man who knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. Remember it, man. Remember that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for real, man. Like I said, y'all really have shown support throughout the years, man. And like I said, Twitch has been a huge part of that journey. And that's what allowed me to get to the point to where I'm able to even have time to write this damn book. But it's getting there and it's getting done. So I will keep y'all posted, man. Like I said, I want to try to stream every day. I'm gonna be honest and say it's probably not gonna be realistic for me to stream every day, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to come back with this tomorrow. At the very least, stay tapped into the Discord. I will keep y'all posted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. He said that's just not the concussions. That's too funny, right? Nah, that's the truth. The older you get, the less you know. Yeah, well, yeah, it's because we know too much, man. The brain gets oversaturated type shit. But man, y'all know what it is, bro. It's all love. I'm out of here for right now. But like I said, I'm gonna try to do this on the regular. I'm gonna keep y'all posted with that. Y'all know what it is. If y'all going to bed, get the rest, rising up for the day. Y'all have a great day, whichever part of the world you're in. Shine some light, show some love. I definitely will be back with it, man. As soon as I can get back with the gaming, we'll be back with the regular gaming streams. And like I said, hopefully within the next month, we'll be back to normal, fam. So that's what it's looking like. So much love once again. Top to bottom, left to right, the whole of the heart. As always, man. Pull it up on the big screen. As always, man. Top to bottom, left to right, the whole of the heart, man. Y'all know what it is. It's love. Yes, indeed. Damn, that look good. Yeah, man. Yeah, I should have had it on this screen longer. I had it on the wrong screen. That's all right. Looks good though. That's all that matters. Like I said, this is why I'm getting all this down. We're getting the format and everything down. So we'll be doing it. This is definitely gonna be a new screen that we got. Which I had one of these screens already actually, because I know like when I show off my lighters and shit, like I have this lighter, the atomic lighter. It's not gonna change. Oh, it did. Oh, it's dead. Oh, no, it's not dead. Little atomic lighter. Stuff like that. So, yeah, man. All right, family. I'm out. Top to bottom, left to right, the whole of the heart. As always, man. Much love. Y'all be good out there in this world, man. I'll catch y'all for the next one. Peace.